packed our suitcases, and then the next day we got a flight via Ryanair and arrived in the morning. And we decided to stay in Hotel Parku because it's really nice for, if short stays, and also it's really good if you don't have a large family that you're traveling with. It's a really good hotel.
That's good.
They had a really nice rooftop restaurant which we ate at on the first day. They also have a really good Chinese buffet on the ground floor, and it was so good that we ate there twice during our time in Gran Canaria. Honestly, the food was so good. On that day, I wore my orange and Other Stories midi skirt and a crop top, but I covered it with a denim jacket. The next day, we ventured out and got a coach from Las Palmas, which is where we were staying in the capital, to Playa de Ingles via coach, and we walked to the coach station, which wasn't too far from the hotel, and got a coach straight there. Eventually we arrived in Playa de Ingles, and we actually went to Aqualand first because it was a really hot day and it was perfect for going on water rides. After that, we went to the Golden Sand Beach in Playa de Ingles, and it was so nice. The sand is really gold. There were loads of beachside cocktail bars, so we chilled out on the beach for a while and then got some cocktails, and it was really, really nice and really chill. Had a really good night. The next day, we got up and got a coach to Mas Palomas for the cruise/boat party, and we got a coach all the way there. The weather was boiling, and when we got there, the boat looked pretty good. Everybody was really nice. It was really chill. It was quite a young crowd of people. They had a DJ, open bar with loads of free cocktails, free pizza, and there were also loads of water sports taking place as well. I just chilled out on the boat and watched everyone else, go on jet skis and the banana boat. I'm not a good swimmer, so there was no way you'd catch me in the water. I would be that person to end up drowning, honestly. That's just my luck. But it was really fun. Everyone was so chill. I chilled out, drank a lot, soaked up the sun, and the music was alright. It was just standard house and I would say top 40 pop music. Everyone was in their 20s and everybody was really nice. I got to speak to loads of tourists from different countries and mingled, and it was a really, really nice crowd of people. The scenery was really nice as well. We got a chance to look at Gran Canaria on the coastline as we were sailing, and it was really beautiful, and the weather was just gorgeous. It was so good. I had such a lovely time. I really recommend it. The next day we went back to Mas Palomas, but this time we actually drove into the mountains to go to a national park called Palmitos Park, and it was such a good drive up there because you could see all the volcanic formations. Gran Canaria was actually formed by a volcano many, many years or centuries ago, but you can still see the volcanic mountains in the countryside. As we drove, you could see all the different colours of earth, from lava that had actually cooled down many years ago and created different colours and layers. It was so cool. I saw some really breathtaking rock formations as we went up into the cliffs. Eventually we arrived and went in. We actually bought a double 2-day ticket, which allowed us access into Aqualand and Palmitos Park. So we showed our ticket and went in. I really recommend going to Palmitos Park. It's really natural and it feels like you're an explorer. Inside the national park was so beautiful. They had an area that was a zoo, but they also had dolphins randomly. So we actually went and watched a dolphin show. I've never seen anything like it. Low key though, I felt a little bit bad for the dolphins because they should be out in the ocean really. But they did loads of tricks. They jumped, they danced. It was amazing. The dolphins were so cute. They're kind of like puppies in the ocean. They also had an aquarium which we looked at afterwards, which had loads of tropical fish and the standard really. The plants and vegetation in the park were gorgeous. They had bamboo gardens, they had really exotic plants, palm trees, a lot of different shrubs. And you could see the cliffs and the volcanic mountain formations in the background. It was very mountainous and hilly, so you had to be a bit careful. But we went exploring higher into the cliffs. There were literally cactus trees everywhere. It was so amazing, and the weather again in Maspalomas was just so beautiful and so sunny. You definitely have to wear SPF 50 if you go to Palmitos Park because the sun is really intense. So yeah, we continued exploring. We actually walked through a cactus garden which had even more species of cactus. They even had an outside cafe in the middle of the forest. Well, I'd call it more like a jungle really, but it was really, really nice. It was so beautiful. The air's really fresh. You just feel at one with nature. It was such a gorgeous place to visit. I just loved the scenery while we were there. Everything was just so gorgeous. If they could just put London inside Gran Canaria, that would be amazing. It would be perfect. Me again, wandering through the jungle. But honestly, please don't forget to put your SPF 50 and sun hats on. It was boiling. It was so hot, but I loved it. It was so good. And here I am, getting my Indiana Jones on. On day 4, I wore a red And Other Stories V-neck summer dress, which really suited the environment I was in. And that's it. So that was our final day. And the next morning, we got up early, had breakfast, and got a flight back to London. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please comment below, hit the bell and subscribe. See you next week. Bye! Sunset, 23 years old, and now you can see some 21